Shalom, all praises due to Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua Bashem, Kadash. Double honors to the apostle, elders, a great milestone who teach word and sincerity and truth throughout the four corners to the hopeful elect that scattered abroad. Shalom to the 12 tribes of the nation of Israel and the diaspora that is scattered abroad to the hopeful elect and the hopeful Aquath that are out there. That are crying and sighing about the abominations done in the midst thereof, and throughout the whole earth, not just Babylon, but Shalom. Now, I seen this the other day. It might have been Thursday or so, and I didn't even realize it. But the scriptures came back to my mind. If I was in the world, I wouldn't have fucking known what this is. I would have been fucking in a sauerkraut state, in a hibernating state of mind, dry bones. You know, this is what happens when we don't serve the Heavenly Father. These things are put up in the earth, and your kids are, gee golly, oh, look at this, But this is the shit. This is a deity referred to as Molech in the scriptures, the owl, right? Sacrificing your children. And these people are blatantly stupid because they're not spiritually aware of their surroundings. They are cognitive dissonance to the spiritual realm. Now, this is a park in Toronto. Now, this brother you watched it from the Toronto camp. Now, up north here, it's this shit is blatant. Multiculturalism, all that facet nonsense, brings forth idols of the heathens on the more blatantly all over the place. Now I'm going to read briefly about it. It says Toronto has opened its biggest new park in a generation, and it's absolutely stunning. I'll just read out where it is, and you can look it up yourself if anything. And I'm gonna grab a couple scriptures and zoom. All often too, we hear about what Toronto is getting wrong, but when we get something right, we tend to, well, you're not getting anything right. The only thing right you're going to get is the prophets of the Lord preaching the scriptures. That's it in Toronto. We tend to get it right, really right. Case in point, the incredible new by Dasaji Park in the city's Portlands at the mouth of the Don River, which flows into Lake Ontario. So this is not too far from Lake Ontario. I'm going to just get to the scriptures, and this is all their blatant bullshit. Hopefully I can probably go by here and documentate it or something, and and for edification purposes. Because they put like some nature zone over there and whatnot, but they put up a lot of idolatry things, mainly with that for kids to play with. That is totally unacceptable if you're waking up to this truth. But it is what it is, but it's fuel for the fire. Okay, let's go to the law. Okay, it says, let's put it again, whatever. Continue here. So Molech, it says, which is in the law here, Leviticus 18 and 20 will start. Moreover, thou shalt not lie carnally without Slakia. I just go down. 21. Thou shalt not let any of thy seed pass through the fire to Molech, neither shalt thou profane the name of the Lord thy God. I am the Lord. So these type of things is sacrifice offering to a deity, which is on the left hand side of the Most High, right? Do not, verse 21 NLT, it says, do not permit any of your children to be offered as a sacrifice to Molech, for you must not bring shame on your name of your God. I am the Lord, right? This thing is not supposed to be an occurrence amongst our people, but it is as an occurrence because we're in the hands of our enemy, and we've been doing, our people have been doing that trash, and they do it to this day. Let's go to it again, find some more. This one. So Leviticus 20:2. Again, thou shalt say to the children of Israel, Yasha'Allah, whosoever he be of the children of Israel, or of the strangers that be sojourn in Israel, that giveth any of his seed to Molech, he shall surely be put to death. The people of the land shall stone him with stones, and I will set my face against that man, and I will cut him off from among his people, because he hath given of his seed unto Molech, to defile my sanctuary, and to profane my holy name. And if the people of the land do any ways hide their eyes from the man when he giveth his seed unto Molech, and kill him not, then I will set my face against the man and against his family, and I will cut him off, and I will go to a whoring after him, to commit whoredom with Molech from among their people. And the soul that turneth away such as have familiar spirits, which is necromancy or whatever that they're doing, engaging with spiritual practices of the left hand side, the dark side, sacrificing, and after wizards, as have familiar spirits, and have wizards to go a whoring after them, I will even set my face against that soul, and cut him off from among his people. Sanctify yourselves therefore to be ye holy, for I am holy. I am the Lord your God. And ye shall keep my statutes and do them. I am the Lord which which sanctify you. For every one that curseth his father and his mother shall be put to death. Yeah. Okay, so it goes into more other stuff. So don't do them type of stuff. So don't do those things. And grab some more, because these type of shit that goes on mainly amongst our people that are in that Hollywood lifestyle, and this is what's going on. Um, yeah, just grab this one, and it should be so. You had certain kings in Israel that did this practice, and our people are doing it today. No new thing under the sun. Now, Second Kings 23 and 10, it says, "And he defiled Topheth, which is in the valley of the children of Hinnom, that no man might make his son or his daughters to pass through the fire of Molech. And he took away the horses of the king of Judah and had given it to the son at the entering the house of the Lord in a chamber and then nothing." Yeah, you had these King Azah. Yeah, so these were real vile shit that our people were into. Mainly King Solomon was thing, and then our people took these practices. Now this is Second Kings 23. I read it in 13, 23 and 13. Reading NLT, it says here, "The king also desecrated the pagan shrines east of Jerusalem to the south of the Mount of Corruption, where King Solomon of Israel had built shrines for Asheroth, the detestable goddess of the Zidonians, and for Chemosh, the detestable god of the Moabites, and for Molech, the vile god of the Ammonites. He smashed the sacred pillars and cut down the Ashereth poles, which you get in those strip clubs, Ashereth pole, and he desecrated these places by scattering human bones over them." Man, the king also tore down the altar at Bethel, the pagan shrine that Jeroboam, son of Nebat, had made when he caused Israel to sin. So it goes even further. So it was Jeroboam who continued this on. He burned down the shrine and ground it to dust, and he burned the Asherah pole. Then Josiah turned around and noticed several tombs in the side of the hill. He ordered that the bones be brought out, and he burned them on the altar at Bethel to desecrate it. Then happened just as the Lord had promised through the shit. A bit here more. It says this happened just as the Lord had promised through the man of God when Jeroboam stood beside the altar at the festival. Then Josiah turned and looked at the tomb of the man of God who had predicted these things. "What is that monument over there?" Josiah asked, and people of the town told him, "It is the tomb of the man who came from Judah and predicted the very thing that you have just done to the altar at Bethel." Josiah replied, "Leave it alone. Don't disturb his bones." So they did not burn his bones or those of the old prophet from Samaria. Then Josiah demolished all of the buildings at the pagan shrine in the towns of Samaria, just as he had done at Bethel. They had been built by the various kings of Israel, and had made the Lord very angry. So these, man, he executed the priests of the pagan shrines on their own their own altars, and he burned human bones on the altars to desecrate them. Finally, he returned to Jerusalem. So there's a lot of, even in the kingdom of heaven, there's a lot of stuff that's gonna have to be done like this in order to um, dedicate ourselves back to the Most High. we have something to do over here, but there's like more work that has to be done in the kingdom of heaven. Like we can only prophesy here, but the hunting and desecrating things and um renouncance and all of these type of things mainly happen over here, like on a spiritual aspect, but a um physicality part is gonna really take into keep, right? Because we have no power, right? But there's certain things that if we have around us, we have to get rid of those things. But I'm saying like on a whole scale, like this shit, like it gets me upset mainly over here because we have to look at this shit and then it's just like, what the fuck is this doing here? This has to be desecrated, man. Because these things are a spirit. Can't have negativity around us all this time, you know. And there's just one thing I wanted to get here. Just oops, it's supposed to be interlinear. What's going on here? Something ain't right. Oh shit. Okay, so there's interlinear here.
Strong's H 4445. Malcolm. Malcolm.
Yeah, it was just Molech. Yeah, Malcolm. Malcolm, great king, god of the Ammonites and the Phoenicians, to whom some Israelites sacrificed their infants to the valley of Hinnom as Molech. Also Molech, Benjamite, son of Sharam, and his wife Hodesh. I don't think this one had more stuff on it. It says Malcham or Milcom, the national idol of the Ammonites. Milcom, but it goes even further than the Ammonites because it goes back to the uh, Hamites, which is this. I think this is Zidonians or Canaanites. It's mainly the seed of Canaan goes back to because they were worshiping that crap. They draw their magic and all of that nonsense, left hand side stuff. So yeah, that's all I want to get. But with that, I'm just gonna say shalom from here.